Megan, Megan, hello Megan, how are you today? Megan, Megan, hello Megan.
Welcome to the world of Musikgarten. By enrolling in a Musikgarten class, you and your child are about to embark on an exciting journey. You and your child will go hand in hand on a trip that fosters the love of music through a wide variety of activities. Singing games and dances, bouncing songs and movement of all kinds, listening, rocking songs and lullabies, playing instruments, enjoying stories and poetry.
By engaging in these activities together, you are nurturing the musician that is inside of every child. You are also giving your child important tools that will serve him well as he goes through school. The ability to listen well and greater control of his body.
Musikgarten is active music making that's balanced with quiet, calming activity.
Musikgarten is based on the way children learn music and is taught in an environment that fosters family involvement.
Musikgarten leads children to true music literacy, culminating in piano instruction, delivered in the context of nurturing developmental attributes.
When I think about Musikgarten, I think there's something fundamentally nourishing about what it brings to children. They could have chosen just any musical repertoire, but they didn't. They chose classic folk music. When you begin with a repertoire of music that's long in tradition and steeped in the folk culture, it's going to nourish the child's soul. Those songs, because they lived in the folk culture for so long, have a brilliance and a depth to them that new songs just can't match. The musical experiences are especially nourishing for the body as well, because they're introduced to the idea of moving with grace. This is an idea that doesn't happen in many aspects of their lives or in schools right now. It's requiring them to practice the same thing over and over again, and this depth of practice is going to lead to a relationship to mastery that's really rich. When you ask a child to repeat the same quality of graceful movement more than once, like over and over, that sense of practice that leads on to mastery is a deep lesson that gives them the patience and endurance to carry on in many aspects of their lives later. I'm not a musician. My background is neurology, and I have fallen in love with the mind. One of the things I appreciate most of all about Musikgarten is it invites the children to awaken their minds as well. And my fondness for Musikgarten is because, in its own way, it's nourishing and establishing the groundwork for a rich mind later. From the years of 2 to 6, if I could, I'd see that every child had a chance to do rhythmic movement and music. We have a gold mine in the brain. It's called the frontal lobes. And with it, we're able to cultivate compassion, concentration, the ability to anticipate consequences, a sense of order and the ability to handle complex thought, from handling social life and living cooperatively, to having impulse control without which nothing much can happen, to cultivating a sense of inner speech so they can take their own thoughts and their own counsel, is the richest thing we can give our children.
My daughter loves coming to class. Musikgarten classes are fun.
She looks forward to it every week.
I really feel that Musikgarten is the right mix of activities for my son, and I love that everything we do in class is nurturing to him.
When my daughter was born, I knew I should be singing to her. I knew there were advantages to singing to your child. The only problem was I just didn't know any children's songs to sing to her. I spent a lot of time singing her the Star-Spangled Banner because it was the only song that I knew all the words to. Together we learned many songs that helped us through hours of waits in doctor's offices, helped us pass time in the car, and also helped us when one or both of us needed to have some time to settle down. It has been almost 7 years since my daughter has started her music classes, and I've truly treasured the time and watching her progress through the Musikgarten program. From singing and moving to songs, to honing her listening skills, from finding her singing voice to translating what she has heard into the music on the keyboard. It has been a truly rewarding experience for both of us.
Our family really enjoys music class, all 5 of us. My husband and I and our 3 children, ages 6, 4, and 1. We became involved with Musikgarten when our first child was born. Then, as a new mom with a background in early childhood education and music, I was looking for a program for music education that was developmentally appropriate and also an opportunity to meet other new moms. Musikgarten was exactly that.
Musikgarten, teaching music, understanding children.
Musikgarten, making a difference for families around the world.
Musikgarten, come for the fun, stay for the education.